Okay, so I'm sure that there are already a couple of people in Zoom. Let me see. Yes, great. I just shared that on Facebook, and I saw that there's somebody had already raised their hands. Let me quickly check if this is here visible on Facebook. And everybody also can hear me there. Please do me a favor when you can hear me. Just let me know and write down below in the comments or on the side, yes, I can hear you. I just check here from on my side. And the live video, yay, that's already good news. That always takes just some time. Please bear with me. I just want to make sure that everybody can. Yeah, I can hear me there. Great. So, good morning. Monday morning, another successful week ahead of us. So, I hope you're as excited as I am. On Facebook, if you join us and if you have any questions, please feel free to put them into the comments, okay? And I will definitely answer them. And for whoever joins on Zoom, please also feel free just to ask questions. Let me quickly go here. Okay, Zine Temba has some technical, I don't know, glitches. I don't know how to pronounce this word. Sorry, so obviously some challenges. If you have and you still can hear me, just go in and out. Okay, just reconnect. I will just write that to him. So. I'm now sorted, thank you. Great, happy to see that. Okay, and there are a couple of people in the chat. Seth can hear me. No, he can't hear me. Do an audio test. Simon can hear me. Okay, so if somebody else can hear me and Seth, you can't hear me. Seth can, yes. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, and you know what? It doesn't matter where you are. I'm usually following also a couple of American and German experts, and even with online experts, and they also have sometimes just some challenges. Okay, so although I personally love these systems, they are in place, the internet, what you can do, how you can connect with it, it's absolutely amazing for me. But obviously nobody is perfect, and it still has its ups and downs. Okay, so what are we doing today? Today I just wanted to talk in general about loan applications. Okay. The first thing what I would like to do is, before we even go deeper into all the details, what you need to do if you want to apply for a loan, please think about carefully if you even need a loan. Okay, it sounds really strange to you. Money in South Africa is expensive. Most of you know I'm from Germany. We have at the moment really, really low interest rates, and you are around 12-13% here at the moment. And some people, if you want to have faster the money, then it's even more expensive. So whenever you want to apply for a loan, be absolutely clear about that you really need it, that there is no other way around it, and that you tried all the other ways, okay? Sometimes it can be that you make some payment plans with your customers, that they maybe pay a big portion up front, so that this can cover your cash flow. The second thing what you need to be absolutely clear on is, for what do you really need the money? You can't just say, I need 6 million rand and then please, and then think, okay, I need to cover my full year of expenses. That's not going to happen. Yeah. Most government institutions, commercial banks, and also equity partner want to see that after 3, maybe 4 months, sometimes it's a little bit longer, specifically in agriculture. And there are some setups if you need to build a factory where it can be longer. But usually for first-time entrepreneurs and startups, if you do that the first time, make sure that after 3 months you are set and able to run and earn money. Because whatever you are not able to, where you are not able to earn in the first couple of months will add to your loan amount. And that there are some industries out there, they are ridiculous capital intense, and this can be killing your business. Yeah. Okay. So this is now just in general what I would like to say before you even start with the loan application. The next step then is to have a look, okay, so now you are absolutely clear on how much funding you need, you know exactly for what you need the funding, and you know exactly how you will be able to pay it back. So now this will be all part of your business plan, and let me tell you, it doesn't matter where you want to apply, if you're looking for an equity partner, if you're looking for a loan from different institutions, that's what they want to see. And what I can tell you, what a client of us called me last week, absolutely excited. We did the business plan for him. His idea was to apply for a loan, and it was not peanuts, it was over 70 million rand. And we prepared everything for him, including the financial forecast. And then he called me after 2 weeks and said, Dagmar, thanks very much. We found even an equity partner, a financier, who will finance the whole thing for us with your plan. And he said, and you can't believe it, we were even able to use this business plan to get some offtake agreements. And we found a customer who will order 20,000 units at once. And these units were not peanuts. So that was quite an amount what he was able to achieve with the business plan. And I explained to you also why. If you have a business plan, it gives you personally focus. You know exactly what you need to do. You know exactly what you want to do. And this is something what we will also always develop together with our clients when we draft the business plans, just to see on where they are stuck. Do they really understand the step-by-step process? Sometimes then, oops, we forgot to think about the specific part of the whole process, and it gives you clarity. And something what is written down, something what gives you clarity, is then also easier to sell to anybody else. And then often it's not the first time things like this happen to my clients, that they say, you know what, now with this business plan, a family member is interested in investing, or a friend or somebody else came and said, this is great, I like your idea, everything is obviously thought through, they feel more comfortable to invest. Okay. So have a clear business plan, absolutely clear idea about the business processes and everything. What is really your target market will help an investor and a financier. So being absolutely clear about this, having a great business plan is one step, including, of course, the financial forecast. One thing what I would like just to mention, lots of people are obviously a little bit mixing these things up. If you are trading already, you have annual financial statements. They are done by an accountant and is a record of your last year, what you have achieved. All your sales, all your expenses, everything is in there. The financial forecast, even if you have a trading business and you want to apply for a big amount, you will need a business plan, including the financial forecast. And this is now forecast. What will happen? Somebody is giving you now that 70 million rand. What impact will this amount happen onto your business? How will your staff, the people you are employed, grow? How much will your sales grow? What is the implication on your cost of sales? Are you able to do that with the existing equipment? Do you need to invest in new equipment? So this one is now the financial forecast. What is part of the business plan? We'll have a look into the future. For some amounts, 3 years is enough. For other amounts, you need to have 5 years financial forecast. Okay? And if you then want to apply for a loan with any of the institutions, please make sure that you, number one, qualify. Okay, specifically if it is some of the enterprise development funds or some of the government institutions, make sure you qualify and you read the rules and regulations so that you are 100% sure that makes sense. It's not a waste of time from your side and not a waste of time also for the institution. And then make sure that whenever you then find the loan application, the forms, fill them in nicely and neatly. And if your handwriting is catastrophic like mine, you find somebody to do that for you. If we handle applications, we do all on the computer so that everything is clearly, that everybody can clearly read it and it looks nice. If you want to apply for 2-3 million rand, your application needs to look like 2-3 million rand. Yeah. So, and specifically, always put yourself in the shoes of the potential financier. So they want to give you now even a smaller amount, 1-2 million rand, and they know your administration needs to be up to speed, and it needs to be neat. And if your application looks already like, I don't know, crap, and not put lots of love into it, then they are worried how your records will be later on. How much will you be in control of your business? And not everybody's strength is administration. If this is not your strength, in the beginning you put effort into it, later on you make sure you have somebody who does that for you. Yeah? So that you can concentrate on what you are really good at and you have other people helping you. And the beauty is also with computer, you have virtual assistant. You don't need to have somebody who's sitting right next to you. You can hire people only for a couple of hours per week, doing what you don't like to do or doing what you are not really good at. And this is also something what the financier would like to see. Okay, so are you aware of your strength? Are you aware of your weaknesses? And if something is your weakness, don't be afraid. You need a team really to be successful. I just read one of these sentences, the quotes I absolutely like. If you want to go fast, you go on your own. If you want to go far, you need to do that with other people as a team. Yeah? And you just need to decide on where you are at the moment. If you want to go fast in the beginning, that's good. Make your own decisions. That's quick and easy. And then I'm always thinking, then there is a time where you then say, okay, now I want to go far and grow. And that means now you need a team. Okay, so I think these are some of the aspects I wanted to tackle today in this Facebook Live and video. Please feel free to write some questions on Zoom or also on Facebook. Let me quickly go to Facebook if there are some questions. Okay, save this video for downloads later. Sean, all my videos on Facebook are always available. Yeah, I'm not deleting them. They will be all saved. I had some technical challenges in between, so not everyone is saved, but they're all saved. And I will also put this video on my YouTube channel. Maybe I put a link into Facebook, and also so that you can have a look at the YouTube channel. Rufin, what is if I'm bidding off ceramic and then after the idea of making a parcel for our weekend is on the way. Okay, so Rufin, I think definitely you need to send me an email because I'm not too sure what you are talking about, so that I'm able to assist you there. Yeah. Let me see here. And are there any questions here in Zoom? I can't see anything. See. Okay. That is sorted. Do you have any questions regarding loan applications, business plans, or anything else? Okay. If not, I'm buying a going concern. How do I go about it? So the first thing is what I always would like to do is, I'm sure you have an idea how much they want for the venture. Now we need to figure out if this venture is really worth that amount. Yeah. There are definitely advantages if you want to buy a going concern, and maybe we should do a Facebook Live about that. Then we can go a little bit more into detail, but the first step is definitely figuring out if this business is worth it, how much would it cost you if you want to set it up from scratch, and we then also need to do an estimation how long will it cost you, how long time it will take for you to be then successful. If you want me to have a look at it, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, Lizo or Lizo. I will give you my email address here. Yes, Lizo, we can definitely do a one-on-one. I give you Cindy's email. Please set that up with her. She's handling my diary, yeah. And contact Cindy on cindy@fundingconnection.co, then she can set up one. Okay, or I will copy that to her. I just need to do that now because when I close this, it will be gone. Give me a second. And I saw that there was another question. Okay. Appointment. Okay. So Cindy will get in contact with you, and then we will have a one-on-one discussion about this one. So let me see. Simon, what sort of profitability is required? Yes, the ratio what financiers usually are looking for is that your net profit before tax and repayment should be 1.5 to 2 times of the loan repayment you are making. Yeah. So we definitely need to show that number one is you can easily repay the loan, and number two is that there is some profit also for you. Otherwise, this all doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I hope I was able to answer your question, Simon. Let me go to Facebook. There are. Okay, so Dick Winnie, if I had a business previously that has great potential, I mean, I started it with limited, then it's going under, and now I want to revisit. How do I? Okay. Okay, Dick Winnie, I would put that as a startup into the business plan. I would also then say if it is, if you started it before and it showed some profit, I would mention it, and there are some challenges because you couldn't grow it fast enough. That's okay. But I definitely would like to have a look at your profitability just to make sure that I've seen so many businesses and people are saying, okay, there is no profit for them because the profit margin they put in are not high enough. Yeah. Sempiva. Okay, so he is looking for general payback terms of the loans. There are no general payback terms. Okay, it always depends on the funding institutions. There are and there are some they expect monthly, they expect quarterly, they expect every 6 months or annually repayments. Specifically, if it is for crop farming or agricultural projects, it can be that then the financier is taking the period of your harvesting into consideration and say, okay, then you are able to sell, then you need to repay the loan. Yeah. It doesn't mean that you don't need to pay interest rate during the other months. Keep that in mind. And 15 million rent for a property is fine. I definitely need to know a little bit more to be really able to advise. Is this for student accommodation? Is it commercial property? There are so many. Is it flats? Do you want to rent out? Do you want to sell? You know, there are so many different aspects, and this is what you need to get clarity on also to be able to attract potential financiers. Yeah? Okay, so I'm going now back one more time to Zoom. Let me have a look if there are some more questions. No, there is nothing at the moment. Here are still some Q&A. Okay, so there are Nkosana, funding for hospitality or food business. Where do we go? It always depends on the loan amount. NEF is a good way to go, and if it's under 5 million rand, SEFA, Small Enterprise Finance Agency, is also good way. Sine Temba, very interesting stuff. Worth the time. I'm in Port Elizabeth and I would like to open a service station. I've tried to draft a business plan, but I'm not sure if it is great. Sine Temba, please. I will send you my email address. Okay. Please just reply to that email. Send me a little bit more. Yes, definitely send me the one business plan you've done already, and I'm more than happy to have a look at it. And you need 8 million rand for another project into property development, residential properties. Okay, so residential is also you need to have a strong feasibility study. Okay, to be able to prove that you are able to sell or to rent it. And it's also difficult than just What you're doing to me at the moment is a little bit like saying, please buy me, not even a car, buy me a vehicle, you know? And my hubby, if he would ask me, I know already who would love to have a Harley, okay? If you would ask my son, he would tell you he would love to have a Porsche. So it is a little bit, it's not detailed enough. I need more details to be really able to say, yes, this is the right financier for you. Yeah. Sinitemma, you have my email address. Just email me and then we'll talk about it. Okay, now there are some more coming in. Tommy, if a business plan is drafted already, do you help proofreading? And yes, we're checking business plans. Yes. It always depends on, like to have a look at it. We charge a minimum of 2,500 Rand to go through it and make sure then it is fundable. If your financial forecast is not up to speed, we will also charge extra for it. I just need to have a look. I want to offer fair prices to you. That's why we always make that really individually. Yeah. Usually, if you don't have the financial forecast, the absolutely total new set of financial forecast, we charge 2,900 Rand for it. Just to, I'm not afraid of sharing any prices, just to let you know. Yeah. Let me put, you have Cindy's email address in there. Let me do that again. Okay, so Markham, I would like to become an intermediary between potential clients. I'm in Cape Town, make funding part of my business proposition. Malcolm, yes, please. I put Cindy's email in there. We have somebody as a satellite office in Cape Town, but if you want to add our services to your services, I'm more than happy to discuss this with you, and just contact Cindy, tell her that, and then we will see what we can do. I like to make sure that everybody gets here the best information in South Africa. I personally think there are not too many people out there that really share and are straightforward and saying this is possible. We will always say if something is not possible and not fundable. Yeah, it makes no sense to run into a totally different directions. I know some of my clients are not really happy with me in the beginning if I say to them that's not going to work because it crashes some dreams. But it's better to hear that in the beginning, fine-tune everything, and then being able to be successful instead of running against a wall again and again and again. Yeah? Okay, so I go one more time back to here. How do I then share the information? Profit. Dikwini, just please do me a favor. Just email me. Yeah, Simpiva conference facility events. Usually, I would go to NEF, but also depending on the loan amount. Shane, chicken farming. Land Bank usually does chicken farming. Yeah. So Land Bank is specifically for crop and livestock. They don't do any property development. Yeah. Okay. So I'm again 15 minutes over time. I usually plan also to do that in 15 minutes. I wish you an absolutely successful week. I know we will have again another one. I'm excited usually to start my week because I know we can make such a difference here. And we will see us latest next week on Monday again. Take care. Bye-bye.